Make an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, disappointed, once again, some of our issues continue to be some of our issues, not taking care of the ball. We're not shooting the ball, particularly well. I thought defensively, there were moments that we were really good, but, we couldn't finish plays. We gave up 11 offensive rebounds. I thought Butler, give them credit. They played with a greater sense of urgency, which we knew that they would, we're not, naive to think that teams like Butler, like Harvard aren't going to give us their very best. And so, give them credit. I thought, they played well tonight. We did not. We still have a lot of things that we have to work on, in order, for us to continue to get better and want to do the things we want to do. And so, once again, disappointed. But I still love this group, and I think that we have a ton of potential. We're just having to work through some things right now. So we're going to continue to fight. We'll get back to Bloomington and continue to do the work that that's required, and know that we need to play better than we have been playing, and we will.
Coach, you mentioned the lack of urgency. Is that maybe more concerning than shooting woes, or some of the adjustments that you want to make defensively or offensively? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, you have to play with a level of urgency, and especially coming off, that the loss in Harvard. So it's disappointing that that lack tonight, because, and it's always I used the word perplexing last time too, Mike, but I say we had a great shoot around this afternoon. Kids were locked in, had tremendous energy. The 6 days off were good for us. We could go back and watch a lot of film, talk to them about, how much better we needed to be. They were receptive to that. And it's just disappointing that we came in here tonight and, had moments where, we had the lead and then let it go. And then just, down the stretch there, couldn't get the stops that we needed, and or the scores.
The turnovers again seem to be a problem in that fourth quarter. There was one where it was Yarden or Shea, and like they just messed it and just slipped out of our hands. A lot of them have been just like mistakes. Where do you think that comes from? It's just most of them aren't necessarily turnovers because they're just simple mistakes. What do you think that leads to?
Yeah, it's a good question. I want everybody to keep in mind, we are short the two guards with Lexi and Bo. So those guards, Shea and Chloe Yarden, are playing a lot of minutes for us out on the perimeter. And, they do a lot of chasing around, right, with teams like Butler that run a lot of actions. And so, whether you want to call it focus, lack of, or fatigue creeps in, but we still, I think, are mature enough and old enough to know better and know how important taking care of the ball is.
Coach, actually, at this stage, I mean, you've been here a couple of years now. You've been pretty good. And these last couple of games,
Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. It's only game 3 now.
It's game 3. We're fine. It's game 3. We're good. It sucks. It hurts. Hurt last game. We're about to face a really good Stanford team, and gotta be better. Gotta be better.
Terry.
Yeah.
Butler's coach talked about really wanting to increase the pressure to look up with their perimeter defense. Like, do you think that kind of got your team kind of like out of what you wanted to do? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Harvard did the same thing. We just talked to the kids about it. And that is so bothersome to our staff, and I know our players. You could use the term soft. You could use that we just you know, that's part of the game planning for Indiana is to be super physical with our guards. They don't like that. But we have to recognize that and we gotta bow up and be better. We just gotta be tougher. We gotta be more physical, embrace it and realize that, right now that's what teams are doing to us. They're really trying to be physical, especially in the first couple minutes of the game. And it's really, just stifled us, you know? So, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, in terms of like the offensive struggles, like, and I know we got the injuries, like, you said, game 3, how do you balance that with wanting to make changes and talk? You know, like, how do you go about your kind of days going forward, like,
Yeah.
to try to fix that?
Well, I mean, we gotta, remain confident, right? That we still have an old team. And, you know, the things that we have in, we gotta offensively look a lot better. It starts with taking care of the ball, starts with embracing the physicality. But it starts with, we gotta shoot the ball better. You know, we had some great looks tonight. They just didn't go down. You know, when was the last time this group had 6 assists? You know, shot 34%, 35 from the 3-point line. You know, we're not connecting right now on shots. And it's a hard game when you can't score. It's a hard game.
Obviously, Mackenzie Holmes, I mean, you knew she was gonna be a big loss, and she clearly, it changes the way you regarded their coach talked about how much it changes the way they can guard you inside. I mean, I hope you weren't unprepared, because it's very hard to not lose, to not be the same when you lose an All-American. Does it even surprise you how much not ever present inside is?
Well, I mean, certainly you miss, you know, Mackenzie, but I miss Sarah Scalia too, right? Lily has to be better. Strickland has to be better. There's no other way to say it. Those two have to be better for us. We have to have great balance. We have to have an inside presence. And you know, Lily this was not one of her best games, and she knows that. But Strip has to give us something too when we go to our bench.
Sydney, how do you with, you and your team, I said you stay positive, you stay tomorrow,
We talk a lot in the locker room, so that's good. Make sure we hold people accountable when it's needed. And at the end of the day, like Coach said, we have to shoot better. We know that. We're due. I'm due. Lily knows she has to be better. Our guards know that we have to take care of the ball better. But we also have to get stops and offensive rebounds, and that's just hustle and grit and playing tough. And we don't want that to be our identity as a team. And I think in the past, people have been scared to play us because of how gritty and tough we are and how we'll knock people on their butts and box people out and push it. And I don't think we saw that tonight. But it starts with Chloe and I, you know, being leaders on this team and shooting it much better, facilitating it much better. Boxing out, I had a huge loss of the box out at the end on the free throw. It's all of us, but we're gonna stay together. We're gonna be good, and we're excited to show everyone that we can bounce back.
My last question.
Yes, and you mentioned kind of being leaders, and you've been vocal the last couple of weeks, kind of conflict and struggles here. I've opened your approach of being a leader to this start.
Yeah, I think there's also like so much we can say, but also Yarden, Caroline, Shay, like they've played 3+ years of college basketball in the SEC, the Big Ten. We're a veteran group, and this should really make us mad because we are so much better than that. So much better than that. And we know it. Coach knows it, our staff knows it. They're pouring into us, and we have to show what we can do. Thank you.